Coming up on this Hunter College News Break.
A closer look at the ongoing elevator problems in Hunter North and the impact on students during this pandemic.
And what Hunter students think about modern-day cancel culture.
And we'll introduce to you a very special scholar artist who studies by day and dances professionally by night.
All that and more in this Hunter College News Break. Welcome to this Hunter College News Break. I'm Andray.
And I'm Sima Sadykhov. Students at Hunter College are back on campus and once again waiting for the elevators, especially in the North building. More than half of the elevators in North don't seem to be working properly despite the year-long renovation in 2019. Students are cramming into the elevator so they can make it to their classes. Hunter College junior Mazal K isn't too happy about being late to her class. 8 minutes was the longest she's ever waited before deciding to take the stairs.
I had to come here at least 10-15 minutes before just to be able to get to the elevator.
In 2019, there was a year-long renovation that was set to have them up and running, but it seems not much has changed. Out of all 10 elevators, only 3 are functioning. CUNY team leader of the Black Male Initiative, Albert Sapita, suffered a back injury and is obligated to take the elevators despite the inconvenience.
I'm a student who has some neurological issues due to injuries from my wrestling career. I was a Division I wrestler, so I actually now have a rolling backpack. So I try to take elevators as much as I can, but by the time I get there, I'm late to class because it's a 5-minute wait.
While the North Building elevators are notorious for those long waits, the East Building elevators, also where the administration's office is located, are quick and fully functioning. Former Hunter student Brianna Navarro has been reporting on these issues since 2012.
The administration kicks blame to the chancellor's office blames the administration. So no one actually wants to take accountability for the infrastructural issues that still exist.
Back in the North Building, though, students are forced to pack into the elevators to make it to their classes. According to the posted safety rules, only 4 people are allowed at a time because of the COVID-19 pandemic. I reached out to several people in the administration, but they all declined to comment. And so far, there are no updates on Hunter faculty's management page about any future maintenance or repairs on the North Building elevators.
Cancel culture is a relatively new phenomenon where celebrities are held accountable for their actions. Thanks to multiple celebrity controversies and cancellations this year, interest in cancel culture has reached an all-time high. We asked Hunter students about their thoughts on cancel culture and what they believe it stands for in this edition of Hunter Students Speak.
Yeah, no, I run around being I'm going to cancel you, but I don't actually cancel them. It's just a joke.
Yeah, I think it's but I know that
the way I see it is sort of the active movement towards, inhibiting people from sort of saying things that are harmful or offensive to a given community.
And it's just something that I think our generation does to sometimes actually call someone out for their actions, but also to be extra sometimes.
Cancel culture is something that really the society helps to combat racism.
People have been canceled justly, but there have been a lot of situations where people make an honest mistake and apologize for it, and then years pass, people still bring it up.
In a way it could be good and bad. Mainly it's bad because again, people work for their careers and it's all just thrown out of the window.
You wouldn't do that with a friend, so I don't know why you would do it with a celebrity online.
I remember the first time James Charles got canceled, he almost committed suicide, and I don't think that's okay.
It just all depends on what you do to educate that person later so they don't make that same mistake, and they know now and better. So
yeah, I think but I know that
if you're interested in hearing more opinions from the student body, check out our Hunter Students Speak YouTube page.
Everybody has a dream, and Jose Ozuna's dream was to pursue a dancing career in the United States. Originally from the Dominican Republic, Ozuna left his dreams of becoming a doctor to chase his dreams of becoming a professional dancer, and his dream has already come true. He has performed in theaters in Washington, D.C. and New York, winning 9 Helen Hayes Awards nominations, and between classes and assignments, he's now dancing with the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater, making him a very busy scholar artist.
My name is Jose Ozuna. I am originally from the Dominican Republic. I've been in the States for 13 or 14 years. Dance was never in the picture for me. I don't think any member of my family saw me as a dancer. After high school, I went to medical school, actually, and then I had a friend who talked to me about a class in a dance studio, and I came to this studio and I got in love with everything that was happening. The person that most inspired me is my father, because I've always seen him dancing a lot, all the genres that you can think of, and that was something that brought happiness to people around him. So he was my principal figure that motivated me to dance and see that world as something else. Growing up in the Dominican Republic, it's very hard to be a dancer. There's a lot of people that see dance as something in the side, and you have to choose a real career. So when people used to hear me, I wanna be a dancer, they were like, okay, so what is gonna be your career? What are you gonna do? I moved to the States, and something happened in my family, and I went back to the Dominican Republic to be with my mom. After I was with everybody, I took my time to go away and to have my personal moment, and what I did was dance. I went to the dance studio and I danced, and I still remember that there was a moment that I started crying because of all the emotions that I had in. And from that moment, I told myself, I have to be a dancer, I have to dance. No matter what else I do, I'm gonna find a way to go back to that world of movement. Hunter has given me the opportunity to present myself as I am and with all the stuff that I have, and just come here and keep learning and keep growing and meeting amazing people. I would love to be able to do everything. I like portraying what I love the most, but I have different projects. I just have them and I throw it to the universe, and I just wait. I just wait that the universe will bring whatever is there for me in the moment.
Very good job, guys. That Ozuna's got some amazing moves. And that's not the only amazing talent that we have here at Hunter College. Kandikar Ridwan, a sophomore psychology major, is a performance artist specializing in performative dance known as flow. Drawn from multiple cultures, most notably the Maori tribe of New Zealand, it uses lights, strings, and weights to create stunning visuals. I had a front row seat to one of Ridwan's performances and learned what's behind the glow stick phenomenon.
My name is Kandikar Ridwan. A lot of my friends call me Candy because I'm sweet. Just kidding. I hope I'm sweet. I am a student at Hunter, majoring in media studies, minoring in psychology. And today I am here to talk about flow. So what I do, it's called the flow arts. Basically, it is a type of dance in which you use weighted props. A lot of people use LED props. They can also be props that use fire. basically you kind of spin them around and you use them as an extension of your body, and you create a dance with it. For me, what flow is, a group of friends and I, especially in high school, we would get together and kind of spin these lights, and together we kind of coordinated through like sequences, timings, formations, and we kind of made this very like visually aesthetic performance together. So for me, flow isn't just a dance. It's a community, a sense of community and togetherness, because you can't really do flow just by yourself. Stuyvesant High School is one of the very few schools that teach flow. I was very lucky to come into our community of Spy Flow. We have these things called multi-gens where multiple generations of flow, whether it be class of 20, class of 2022, class of 16, we all come together. Right now, we are at Gibney Studio, 280 Broadway. This place is literally a second home to me. I feel like I've been here so many times since my freshman year in high school. This is the dance studio for Stuyvesant students. We all come here, whether it be the flow crew, hip hop, belly, Bollywood. I feel like they hate us. But yeah, this is quite literally our second home. We come here for studio practices, for the day before the show when we're like all worried and we need to kind of just like let our stress out through dance. And I'm really happy, and I just kind of want to let that out, let that light out into the environment, right? So I'll take a pair of glow sticks in the dark, I'll crack them, and those lights honestly make me really happy. It's kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it. When you crack the glow sticks, it's kind of like you're channeling that energy, all those emotions into that glow stick, crack it, and you let it free. Dancing has been such a good way to express myself, not only now, but also in the past. I've been through a lot of things during my high school life, and flow has been that consistent thing that's been there for me, been there to help me. So now I don't really see it as a hobby. It's not something that I need to make time for. It's something that's just there, consistent throughout my life. I'm really grateful for it.
Wow, that's so amazing. And I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah, no, and Ozuna is amazing at what he does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight.
Thanks for joining us for this news break.
I'm Andray Smith.
And I'm Sima Sadykhov, and this is
Hunter News Now.